time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. The Panthers offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Williams looking for a man. Going deep. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Finds some room. Touchdown, Panthers! He found open space. The band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Seminoles are on the move. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Well, we know this decision when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
And he will take it in. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 78 yards down the field. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Williams will pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Floats it out in space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Pitt right back to the line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And an absolutely... tackle, giving giving up size, still got him on the turf. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him! And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
After that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sends it downfield. Got it in stride at the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. He wants to go deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Noles decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Dangerous screen into traffic. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Under fire. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Seminoles. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Bringing the heat. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pitt pushing the pace. Williams looking for a man. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They send the tight end in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Now on the option. Breaks the tackle. Nice play in the backfield, and they just gave back all 6 yards they gained on first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Applewhite. He's got him. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Richardson. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. They've got the screen set up.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing, take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Panthers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions. Second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Quick completion on the out. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Noles. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Hit right back to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down. And he slides in safely. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Florida State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football.
There he goes. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Pitt pushing the pace.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him.
And the seam on the left. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal. Williams will pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Panthers! They take the lead with the 6.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Makes the catch. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Duggar. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To throw, it's Applewhite. Completes it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their feet.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards.
A full dive to haul that one in. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Panthers will hustle to the line. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 2 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Applewhite. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Spin, still running. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's got a chance. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Hit right back to the line. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere as the defense is handling this running game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was